Hello and welcome back to Come Check the Dota channel. We here for some more interviews today at the EGE in Cape Town, and today, for this one, I'm joined by none other than Anton de Villiers, captain of Team EXDEE. How are you doing today, buddy?
Doing good, dude.
Good. So, alright, let's ask. I know this is a bad question to ask, but I have to ask it. How did your Team EXDEE tournament go so far?
So we got a pretty difficult bracket. Played against XTC, and then straight after EN, we were eliminated pretty early. But yeah.
That's unfortunate. You know, I'm Team EXDEE's biggest fan. For all of you who don't know, TKC, my bro, is in there. And yeah, it was kind of sad. But I mean, I was lucky enough to join you guys in your boot camp before that. So yeah, you guys were eliminated and stuff from there. But what do you think the difference that Mr. Devet, he organized that whole boot camp, you guys had that whole 2 days, like completely dedicated to Dota. What kind of difference do you think that made into your guys' preparation or just improving as a team as a whole?
I mean, I must say our game stepped up like big time, but definitely with the boot camp, like our teamwork, our drafts, our plans, everything, it stepped up, our gameplay, everything. But like these other teams stepped up as well. We got, I don't know, we're pretty unlucky to get eliminated so early, but like, we did step up our game. We plan on stepping it up again, so hopefully it's better next time.
That's cool. I mean, it happens. I mean, APG finished 8th place in the last freaking Mega 8, right? So it happens to everybody. You win some, you lose some. It just happens, alright? But now, you know, Team XD is fine. We're not interviewing Mr. Devet. You don't have to make a sales speech or whatever for your team. I want to talk about Mr. Fury de Villiers. How did you get in start playing Dota, man? You and your brother hunted Dota.
Yeah, I think I started playing Dota 2014, beginning of the year. So, like, me and my brother both started about the same time. I think a friend at school just like, you got to play this game. And we've been playing for less than most of the people here. Like, I mean, 2014, most of the people playing Dota 1 back in 2011. So, like, we had about 3-4 years less experience than everyone else here, most of the people at least. But yeah, basically some friends suggested at school. We started jamming some pubs, took it a bit too seriously. Played a lot of Dota during school. And now I'm sitting here with like 7,000 hours in a like 3-year duration. So,
I mean, Anton Fury, you guys are now Team XD, and you guys are all like, you guys are pretty respected players. I mean, it's like common knowledge you're like a top 6, top 5 team in SA, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, you know where these guys fucking started, right? These guys were second dev dogs last year. I mean, you guys finished last at DGC last year. I mean, you went from that to being a top 5 team in SA in a space of a year. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, that's just progression, man. The grind, the dedication, the hunger. I don't know, dude. You just gotta focus and you're gonna progress.
Seems good. I like the story a lot. I know Mr. Fury, you're pretty well. Tell these guys how you got from 4K to 5K.
4K to 5K? Yo, guys, it's a tough one, eh? Because, like, you guys get in that 4.6K trench, dude. Everyone's feeding every single game, dude. So, like, all you gotta do is find an OP hero, like Warlock, and just play it, like, about 100 times or so, and you're gonna end up 5K.
Tell them about the December holiday, man.
December holidays, so December holidays, I set myself a goal, right? I was 4K at the beginning, school just ended, I've got a whole month, and all I have is my computer. No friends, no priorities, no responsibilities, just Dota. That was the best. Like, I think I set myself the whole month to go get 5K. 15 days into the month, halfway through, I went to like 1K MMR gained in 15 days. Like, solid grind. I remember, like, I would wake up at like 6 a.m. in the morning and just like play 6 games. I'd go to sleep for like 3 hours, play more games. Like, my whole sleeping pattern, everything, it was just Dota focused. Like,
so you guys heard it first here, captain of Team XD. If you want to be good at Dota, you have to fucking hate yourself.
Like you literally, Dota is your life, and you gotta hate yourself. Like, you're a bad player, you gotta get better.
I mean, if you mean play 8 hours of Dota a day, I mean, we play pops, we enjoyed whatever, but it's miserable to play 8 hours of Dota a day.
Yeah, like for Masters, I don't know, for the last couple of days, it's been at least 13 hours. But like, if you want to gain MMR, 13 hours a day is not
sustainable.
Because you're gonna tell your last 5 games you're playing worse than your first 8, for example.
Yeah.
So you're gonna drop MMR. Like, I would play 6 games a day, I would win 4, and I'd lose 2. See, that is how I gain. I didn't gain by playing so much.
Right. But I mean, and yeah, that's a good point to make. But I mean, even like, I mean, I'm just joking a lot here, but I mean, pro players' philosophies it's very different from each different pro. Like, you talk about a guy like Black, right? He's like, he says for him to feel like on top of his game and to be able to compete with the best, he has to play 11 hours of Dota a day.
Yeah.
Like, he grinds 11 hours, like, worth of 7-8K ranked a day, which is pretty crazy. You get a guy like Dendi also, he says like, for him, he doesn't play that much Dota. He says like, what, 6 hours a day he has to play, and you need like, he says you need to do other things, like go for jogs, do other things so you wind down from the Dota, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like very different philosophies that a lot of players have, and I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'd say so. But at the end of the day, like, you put in hard work, you're gonna get a reward for it. So
You heard it here, folks. You want to get good at Dota? Just grind.
that's simple, guys. Like,
That's simple. You know, I have a friend. Actually, I was talking to him. He's like a 3K player. I say he's pretty good for a 3K MMR player.
Yeah.
And he did your philosophy, the grind. And in 2 weeks, he lost 1,000 MMR, dude. I felt so sad for him. Dude. His voice note was, he sounded like a broken person, man. And the worst part is, I'm not sympathetic or whatever. I just started laughing. Dude. This is like so funny.
it is, dude.
It's a hard road. It's a hard road. We're talking about funny things. Let's talk about, you have a reputation here in SA Dota.
Yeah.
Not for just playing Warlock and Crystal Maiden exclusively for 6 months,
Okay.
but you had a series of Steam names.
Yeah. Okay.
Example of his Steam names. Fury Dot stood up.
Yeah.
Wanna talk about this with us, please, yeah?
Yeah, so some girl canceled a date with me, and like I'm pretty surprised, because look at me, I'm a solid 5 out of 7. Like,
Oh yeah, dude.
exactly, dude. So like some girl stood
I'd
me
tap that.
Exactly, dude. Like maybe dude, give me a number afterwards or some shit, dude. Okay, like yeah, so like I'm a pretty attractive guy. Some girl stood me up, like whatever. Phased me a little bit. Put my name Fury Dot stood up. Probably lost 100, maybe 200 MMR. So, but like right now, like just Dota, dude. I can't think of anything else, dude.
I mean, he's way underselling that story, okay? We loading. I'm sitting. I sit next to my brother and I watch him play all these games. I'm sitting next to him. We in lobby against WRG for Mega 8 qualifiers. And this guy's not talking about draft, this, that, Radiant, that. He's talking to Shlinks in there. He's like, guys, I got stood up. He's talking his whole life story here in lobby chat, and I'm like, Fury, man, Fury. And it wasn't just stood up. What are some of the other names you had during that period?
Fury Dot stood up. Fury Dot fragile with like a broken heart.
Oh,
face.
yeah.
Yeah, like.
So whoever you are, that girl is. I mean, the whole world knows your imaginary relationship that this guy had with you in his head. That's how it be, eh?
Yeah,
but
it's a bit mean, dude. But okay, dude.
Alright, let's put out the message there for the ladies. Okay, this guy is in a top 5 Masters team in SA. He's pretty good looking.
Very, dude.
I mean, your whole relationship might be in the friends feed and your Steam names, but it's a risk you take.
It's worth it. Like,
Take
trust
some,
me.
you lose some.
Yeah,
It's really
go
good,
for it.
dude. Oh man, that's hilarious. So now we at this EGE festival. You guys are knocked out. We're gonna be here watching Dota and stuff. Who's your predictions for what's gonna happen in this event?
Okay, so since there's been knocked out along with EXDEE Dota, right now I think Pulse just knocked out Ian. I mean, wait, they were still in a game when we
Yeah.
left, right?
Pulse,
But
Pulse beat Energy in game 1. There's a 90-minute game.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I mean, like
They're
they
even now in
showed
game 2.
like, I mean, I don't know. Before this event started, I think before we came here, we're like, what about Pulse? Haven't we talked about Pulse? Like, I mean, myself and Damien agreed Pulse isn't even in the team. Like, we thought they were complete trash. Like, it's a bit rude, but it's honest, right? I think for the last 11 games we played them, we've beaten them. Like, we don't regard them as competition at all. And to see them beat a team like Energy, a team that we always struggle against, like with Energy, probably like out of every 6 games, we might win 1. Like, that's the current accurate prediction. I think we can improve and we can beat them in the future, but right now, Energy is a better team.
For sure, like I my predictions for this event, I put like Energy at 2nd place.
Yeah, and I mean, Energy should be. Actually, I was surprised. I thought Energy would be 2nd, but XTC is like they're performing really well. Even though 2 of their players are leaving at the end of the event, they are performing extremely well. Like, but I mean, I think Energy deserves 3rd, XTC deserves 2nd, but Pulse is running some like really dodgy cheese strats, and their teamwork is like really like on point. Like they've improved a lot. They used to tilt each other and hate each other, but like they're showing like.
I'm like really impressed. I didn't rate them highly at all. Like, I mean, I know they have good players and they kind of perform well at times. I mean, they taken off a game of literally every team in the Masters in SA, but I didn't rate them all that well. And they beat APG in the first round. They're literally taking the game to Energy right now. As you're watching this, or when you upload it to YouTube eventually, just know at this time we were speaking, they were busy kicking Energy's ass. So
Yeah.
see how it goes. I mean, yeah, I gotta agree with the Pulse thing. And XCC, man, like I thought they're gonna be in shambles here. I mean, they've been playing well the whole year. I thought, like, 2 players leaving, team politics, this, that, but holy shit, they came out like playing real Dota.
I mean, I think it's something to do with EU scrims, because like I don't think they were really scrimming SA teams, if any at all. Like I didn't see them. I think it's just the scrimming EU teams, just scrimming a high division, and we're all practicing against each other. We can only grow a limited amount by practicing against the small SA scene.
For sure, and then like it gets to a point like you and Energy scrum all XD and Energy scrum a lot, right?
Yeah.
But like they know what you can do, you're gonna know what they do.
Yeah.
Because like you guys learn new strats, but only to a certain point. And like that point you made is really good because I've spoken to Adam before. I did an interview with him, and he's like, that's how him and his team practice. They scrum, they try to get as many scrums to get like 6 or 7K teams as he can. I'm sure that's helping him a lot. You're playing with people that are better than you all the time.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to improve, man. Yeah, they're playing good Dota, man. Deppy, God. WRG, that's them. They're looking hella strong.
WRG is untouchable right now, dude.
Too good for the rest of SA Dota. One of the teams didn't touch it. Oh, Bravado.
Bravado came in. Honestly, like, I would put Bravado 5th. Honestly, like, I think we could beat them in a series. Like, I don't think Bravado is that strong. They've got 1 or 2 cheese strats. They got lucky with like some morphling game when Energy got a bit too excited. But Energy's a better team. XTC is a better team. I can see Pulse cheesing them. Like, yeah.
Oh.
Sinister took a series of them a while back. Like,
putting some spice here.
Yeah, I mean, XD Bravado is kind of like there's a bit of salt over there. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, BBD's alright. I mean, I think they're also going to go through some stuff. I've heard lots of rumors about changes and stuff.
Yeah.
I really like them to pick up Faulty Frank though, man. Say what you want about that guy. That guy's amazing at Dota.
A bit unpredictable, sometimes a bit okay, but I mean, he does play well. He is a really good boss 4. I hate playing against him, so.
Him and Habibi. And talking about changes, Habibi's back. He's in SA Dota again. Maybe we'll catch him in an interview sometime soon now also.
I mean, Habibi is Energy Dota. I'm not gonna lie, like, we faced Energy before Habibi, and like, we would win often. I think it was like, I don't know the exact, like, who was ahead at that point, like, it was pretty close. But like, when Habibi joined Energy, it just made things way harder. Like, the guy, when he roams, it's insane. Playing Ricky against a playstyle like ours, it crushes us, like, and the way that guy plays his roamers is just mind-blowing.
I mean, he stood in for you guys during Mega 8, right? You guys placed really high. And
he's one of the reasons for that. Like
100%. And I feel like, yes, his plays and stuff's really good. He's a 6K MMR player, this and that. But like, I mean, I was sitting on TeamSpeak with you guys during those games, like just muted or whatever, or next to Tamir. But like, it's not just that he plays so well, it's like his attitude about the game, the way he feels. He's untiltable. He's untiltable. He's such a positive mental attitude. He's always thinking about, doesn't matter if you're 20K behind, ways to win, this and that. It's just like, that's something really important in the team. And you can see energy in those late games. Okay, they threw that game in the end against RBK's Morphling, but it was a really, really strong performance by them. I mean, it's a game that they were so ahead, they went behind. And this always, like in the old Bravado, you'd have those games like when WRG was like getting so close to like beating them. You'd have those games where they'd be stomping, Castaway would be like 20-0. The games look so over. BBD just kept their composure and then just one game by one and they win the game. It's like, makes a difference having a player in captain.
And that is actually how you gain MMR. I kid you not, if you're untiltable, like that puts like plus 300 like to your MMR just by not tilting. Because so many games, like people ranked when they get ahead, they throw. So like if you are behind and you're just positive and you take that opportunity, you're gonna win so many more games.
Yeah, that's what BB told us yesterday. When it was that BB from Energy, he's like, yeah, dude, I just talk up my coach, be like, oh, dude, mid play, you so good, dude, keep this up, whatever.
Dude. That's how that was a large part. Like if you're playing support, like all you got to do is keep your cores happy. You don't have to be the best support player. Sir Action Slacks is 5K. If you watch the guy play Dota, he plays like a 3K player. He doesn't know the basic mechanics of the game, but he makes people laugh, he makes people happy, and they win.
Like actions, like in my honest opinion, dude, like we have a lot of like big figures in like Dota. Like you got like Toby is like the voice or whatever, Malini's like analyst god or whatever. But in my opinion, there's only one inexpendable guy in Dota, and that's Sir Action Slacks. The guy is fucking bonkers.
He is.
Nobody can make content like this. I've never ever seen a guy as crazy as him.
Yeah.
I'm such a big Slacks fan. You know what I mean?
Dude, I'm also like a lot of people find him annoying, dude. But like to put on that persona and to always be positive, like that takes energy, that takes effort, and it's like he's worked from the bottom with his career, like doing stupid like voice pubs to like TI. It's
I mean, the first time he went to TI, he went by himself and he just brought his film crew with. He's interviewing people in lines, this and that. And like, you think doing an interview in line or whatever is boring, but the way he conducts those interviews, I watched the whole video. It was really, really good. I mean, he did a podcast with PPD the other day. You guys should go watch that. I mean, the start was a little rough, but it's super entertaining. The guy's a legend.
He is, like...
Oh, man. Good old Sir Action Slacks. We have a guy in SA Dota who reminds me of him. Not exactly like him, but have you ever played with a guy named Reno DeVet in a pub?
Oh, Reno DeVet. I have that guy on my friends list. Like, if Reno is watching, like... I'm sorry, like these master players are alright, but Rainu is the best SA Dota 2 player
First
because he
ranking.
understands SA Dota. Like he has this persona. I don't know his real name, but he has this persona Rainu, and Rainu is the best player ever, dude.
It's so good. I mean, I had a game with him. Me and my friend Chris were two stacking, and he's in our team. He's just like, we mega creeps down. He's talking. He's still talking himself up. Like he's like 11k and what.
Yeah.
And mega creeps come back we get. I mean, it was Chris. He literally 1v9 in one with Necrolite, but still, dude, Radio Defender was a big part of our win, man.
Yeah,
Mega creeps come back with that guy. Feels so good, man. Oh man, who's our South African RTZ if you had to pin it?
I want to say Hunter, but he's more like Eternal Envy.
I mean, Hunter is like, you know, when RTZ was 15 and he had that super ego personality.
Maybe, but no, Hunter is Eternal Envy. I'm sorry.
I mean, he had.
He plays great at times.
Let me finish, right? So he had that super ego personality.
Yeah.
Plus Eternal Envy's level of throwing.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
I mean, Hunter's like regarded by some as the best people in SA, right?
He is the best meeper in SA.
But
Like,
if
no
you-
one.
Like people all disagree, but you played with that guy.
Yeah.
He's like, he'll go like 20-0 so quickly.
Yeah.
And he throws literally every game like that.
I mean-
buys back, TP somewhere, dies, and the game's over. He's just like, oh.
We call it,
man.
but on TKs we call it. Like we say, don't buy back and die. And then the Grok, you would say, in 2 minutes, Hunter's going to buy back and die. And it's like, it happens and we lose.
The
Like,
first time I ever played with your brother, man, I'm queuing party rank with my brother with TKC,
Yeah.
and then Hunter's like, guys, I want to join the party. So he joins the party. I'm supporting him in lane as Meepo. I fed his lane a little bit, but then we came back. He
Yeah.
was wrecking on Meepo. I was like, oh, this guy's actually good
Exactly.
at Dota, man. To me, look at your teammate. Instant throws, dude. He was like 11-0, throws the game. I was like, I need to stop playing Dota. I'm like, dude, fuck your teammate, dude. Man, his attitude. He's such an odd kid, but I feel like I need to get Hunter here for an interview because a lot of people just don't understand the guy. Okay, I mean,
Yeah.
he seems like such a little
toxic.
asshole,
Yeah.
toxic, cancerous prick, to say the least. But he's just a special kid. Would you agree
Don't
with
come out twin brothers special.
Dude, he is special, dude.
No, dude, like to be honest, Daniel is like, he's actually like super hardworking and dedicated. Like,
He is.
This morning we woke up after an elimination. I'm sick of Dota. I don't want to play Dota for at least the next couple of days. Like, Hunter's already playing solo queue ranks. Like with the stream open on another screen. Like,
Coming into this tournament, like I have all of you guys on a friends list, and I check the amount of ranked games and stuff he queues. He's really a really hardworking person.
Yeah.
A lot of people early in the year were criticizing like, why is this guy in Team EXDEE and this and that. But I never ever thought that Hunter shouldn't be there because I know he's putting in as much effort as the rest of you or more, and you can see the improvement he got in just like in a short space of
'Cause he's
time.
playing well,
From the
man.
last land to this land, it's a big difference.
yeah, I don't know. I think we were a bit off this land. Like, honestly, his performance is usually better. Like, it could have been better, but I mean, that could be said for the whole team.
Yeah.
Like, but like, I'm telling you, like, you gotta watch him play his ranked games. Like, he tells a bit, and then he throws, and that's why he doesn't gain as much. And also, his team is always toxic. But most of the time, Hunter is like always 16-2, 21 in his ranked games.
True.
Like, and then obviously there'll be like a throw or something at the end, or he'll lose focus just for a second, and then the game is lost anyways.
Yeah.
But like, he is really good.
I agree with you, man. I really do. But like, you know, talking about this line and you guys' performance here, right? And even Hunter's performance, like you mentioned now. I feel like, yeah, okay, maybe in Dota and stuff, you guys were up and off, but I feel like also maybe like, what do you think? Like the land is like the pressure and stuff of playing in a big event and this kind of thing. Does it get to you guys a bit?
It's a bit. It's not the normal game, but honestly, like XCC, I think there's always a bit of nerves game one for like
Yeah.
the first 10 minutes.
For
or so.
sure.
But like, you do calm down. Like,
Right.
we got a bit frustrated, especially when our Meeper strat got blown, and we thought it was the casters. Like, we had this big thing, we thought they heard the casters say Roshan, because you can technically, if you focus on the casters' voice, even with their headset on, you can hear the casters saying Roshan. But, like, and basically XCC would walk past the pit, and we thought they knew, but they did not know, they were just walking past the pit. Like,
Oh, it's
I
unfortunate.
mean, and it's that mentality that gets to you, because we were almost 100% sure they are listening to everything the casters are saying.
Alright.
They've blown our strat. And like, that kind of like,
It got in your head because
gets in your head, even for the next game, Ian. Like, game one, we were still a bit on edge. Game two, we were more focused. But I mean, it couldn't be better. It could have been better. Like,
100% agreed.
yeah, but I mean, the pressure of the land, honestly, when you've attended one or two, like, you're just so focused on your Dota, it doesn't get to you anymore.
Okay, fair enough.
But you could see with Conspiracy, like, APG, game one, I think it's his first time on LAN.
Yeah.
Misses two Chronos and Void. That's LAN pressure for you. I mean, Conspiracy is a 5.5k player.
Yeah. I mean, he was playing really well in that game. I've just
Yeah.
hearing so many people saying, oh, this guy's epic on Void and this and that. I guess you could say that, but you can also like I think people also exaggerate that it's landing because like there's like a 60-minute game. People start to lose focus and this and that at that point. So everybody makes mistakes. You know what I mean? Shit happens. Can't blame everything on the land.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good. I like to see Conspiracy is a pretty good addition to like our fray of top SA Dota players now. I mean, people don't rate him that highly or whatever, but if he just keeps at it, we're like Hunter, man, you earn his respect.
Hunter respected. He should be, but I don't think he really is.
People rate you pretty highly, you know that. People don't know what a scrub you are. I'm just kidding. I like this guy a lot.
I'm kind of surprised. Like I'm looking at these other supports and like June Bunny started the year. I was like, this kid like shouldn't be in XTC. I should be in XTC. Like, because I'm sorry, like mechanically he was bad. Like and his builds were bad. Like he would max Glaives and Silencer and stuff like that as a support, and I would just be like, what are you doing? Like, I think he's caught up to me like quite a bit. I was watching some of his games. Like he's playing on point now. Like I don't know. I think I've like slowed down a bit in progression, but like, I definitely want to get back up there.
Yeah.
People like Doom Bunny are catching up to me, so nothing wrong with Doom Bunny. He's a great player and a great team. Like, yeah, just saying.
Good old. You know, it doesn't matter what his Dota career goes to. You'll always be remembered for that freaking smack talk, dude. How you roasted poor Strike.
Yeah, dude. Like, I'm just trash talk is top tier. Like, people bash him for it, but like, no one can do it better, dude.
Apparently, him and Costaway are gonna have a round later today.
Oh, they?
I mean, if they meet, because they're gonna meet in winners bracket final, so. That'll be a good one, because Castaway is pretty legit in those smack talks as well.
He is, dude. Like, I mean, he's pretty composed, dude. Yeah. That's the one thing about him.
Man, like, Castaway is like, I feel like he's a really good sort of role model to SA players. Like, you know, he seems a bit like you make it maybe, like on Twitter you can see he maybe gets a bit aggressive with like other players and stuff.
Yeah.
But like, if you sit down and have a chat with him, like, he's a really, really cool guy. I mean, he always takes time. Like, he was the first person to do an interview with me. He's like really takes time to interact with his fans and stuff. Like, yeah, he was making a whole joke about the whole public persona and stuff on Twitter, right?
Yeah.
But he's got a very, very professional like public persona. I don't know if it's natural or conscious or whatever, but he takes his own brand and image very, very seriously. I mean, we watched that interview with him, the way he carries himself and this and that.
Yeah.
Very, very professional. I thought so, at least.
I mean, he did a good job.
And he's flipping good at Dota.
Yeah, I did. I must say.
Yes, that's it.
7K MMR, dude.
MMR points don't lie.
I'm not even kidding you, dude. Like, MMR means something. Like, I would say, like, give it like a 600 MMR grades, but nothing more. Like, I mean, if someone is 7K and you're 6K, you are not better than him. I'm just saying. Like, he's better than you. Deal with it.
Oh, man. Good old MMR.
Anything else, sir?
Oh, you're rushing me here.
Yeah,
you want to conduct this interview?
What?
You want to conduct this interview?
Sure,
You're questioning my skills here?
Let's go, dude.
Alright, dude, ask me a question.
Dude, what's up with all the Twitter drama, dude? You used to actually, like, I don't know, follow the news. Now it's just Twitter, dude.
Oh, that's a shot equal. Fire, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, I said at the start of the video, man, I'm running out of content. What can I do?
Dude, like, I don't know, dude. Like, Masters is happening. Maybe you can focus on that instead of, like, Twitter drama, dude.
You know what, we make joke. You know, we can joke about that stuff, right?
Yeah.
But you know, my highest viewed video, I mean, the week before I released a proper news, you know, I really took time in the production of it. You know, people watch my video and it looks like pretty shit and whatever. It doesn't look all that good. But I do my best. I really do. I worked like 8 hours, 2 days in a row on that thing. Like, I probably more than 20 hours worth of work went to making that news episode 3 video, right?
Yeah.
I thought it was properly, for my standards, well done. And I had like 55 views, right?
Yeah.
Twitter drama was, by the time I went to sleep, in the morning I woke up, I hit 100 views, dude.
Right.
First time I hit 100 views, it hit like 150 views. I was like, what? Alright, only controversial stuff on the news now, dude. It's hilarious.
I mean, I must say, like, I was watching the stream the other day.
Yeah.
For example, like when we first picked Meepo, we thought the hype would be a lot more. But like the casters take their job very seriously. They're very passionate.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can forget about the fun element, the drama, what the spectator wants to watch. Like a guy who has 100 hours in Dota busy watching it doesn't care what Meepo contributes to the drop, doesn't care what the counters are. He wants the hype, he wants the drama. Like,
it's true.
And like, I don't know, bringing the fun into it instead of just the technicalities, there's a large market in that.
It's a big aspect of casting. I mean, like Toby and Malini are probably the two most well-known casters and probably most famous casting peer as well, right? At least I think so. And when they cast, like, you actually take a amount of time to see how much shit talk they do. Like almost every time they cast it, talk about elements in Dota comes in, like, oh, if you had a fire element, they talk about such random stuff, but you laugh at the stuff, it's entertaining. I mean, so I just like cast every now and again too, and it's enjoyable. Like
the hype, dude. Like,
yeah, you have to have some fun in your cast as well.
Yeah, you have to, because
I think so.
I've been on about this for a while. Like, it's been on my head. Like, Dota 2 as a game in South Africa has such a limited growth because, in one hand, like, it's a serious game, it's a serious sport, to be taken very seriously. But if my dad is going to go turn on Super Sports tomorrow and there's a game busy showing and he sees Dota 2, he's not going to know what's going on. The game, it will lose his interest within a minute because he'll become bored. He will not know what's going on. The learning curve is way too much for someone to start the game. Like, but if you watch Counter-Strike, point, shoot. There's a lot more strategy behind Counter-Strike than point, shoot. I respect those guys. But like, for a spectator, it doesn't matter what skill caliber you're at, there's always something entertaining to watch. It's the same with FIFA now that's going in South Africa. FIFA is a massive game in South Africa. Like,
for sure, dude.
Like, there might not be as much money behind it right now, but there was a massive tournament recently, like last weekend. But like, the masses, like video games, sport, your favorite teams mixed up, whatever you want to do, like FIFA.
True. Like, and I've made that point as well in one of my videos, or I speak about it a lot to people as well. Like last week I went to the Rush Expo and I watched Counter-Strike for the first time ever, like professional Counter-Strike. And I was watching, my eyes was glued. It was so exciting. Energy versus Bravado finals, right? And like, yeah, I don't know Counter-Strike and this, but it's pretty easy to pick up, to watch those flashy plays and stuff get made, like double kills from 1v2. If you can pick it up, it's really good to watch. But Dota, for a new person to watch it, it's almost impossible. Like, think about how long it takes to learn Dota. Like, just to have like a basic understanding of the game takes 1,000 hours, and it's like, to push it into mainstream is really, really hard because it's just such a complex game.
Yeah.
But I feel like there is things we can do to, like, I don't think it'll ever be like the niche game. I mean, like, as easy as FIFA because it's just a different game. But like, there is things you can do. Like, the noob stream is coming back for TI. It's a really big thing. Like Purge's guide to learning Dota, that full extensive guide you made. I suck at Dota, I want to learn it, whatever it's called. It's brilliant. To learn Dota, it's actually phenomenal. Maybe we can do something like that for spectating and stuff as well. It'd be pretty helpful. Like, the idea I thought of was like, if it's showing on TV, right, you have an advert advertising Dota, and then in that advert you have a link to like a learning resource to learn. It would be pretty useful, I think, to push it into the mainstream.
So, I mean, it is a phenomenal game. Like, you got to spend a lot of time to get into it, which kind of sucks. But like, once you're in there, like, it's a game that you never get bored of.
Yeah.
7,000 hours and I still have fun screwing around. And I still don't understand everything.
Yeah, because the thing in Dota is there's always more to learn.
Yeah.
It's always ever changing. And I feel like Dota's biggest asset is that it has iFrog to manage and patch the game. Because as a competitive game, I don't know that much about other games or esports. But I think Dota is probably the most competitive game in terms of balancing in this and that, because because of iFrog and how good he is. Like, the whole introduction of the talent tree mechanic, right? It's like, there was a lot of mixed opinions about it, and I love it and it's great and whatever, but like, it gives a whole aspect to balance heroes, because now you can change just talent, the stat gains, just whatever talent, instead of actually changing the nature of the hero when it comes to spells.
Yeah.
Which is actually genius.
It is.
I love iFrog, man.
Yeah,
the guy's my hero.
Made the best game in the world, dude. Like, how can you not love
100%. Made the best and the worst game in the world.
I mean, he didn't make it.
He didn't make it, but he keeps it. He keeps it the best game in the world. Arguably the best game in the world. Let's keep it PC, man. You know, you don't offend anybody.
Politically correct. Dude.
I mean, after calling Dubani trash, you don't offend anybody.
Dubani's trash, dude. No, joking. Dubani, you're a good player, dude. Like, I respect you and stuff, but like, you were garbage start of the year, dude. Max and Glaze and Silencer is like never okay, dude. Like, your damage is a joke.
That's so funny, dude. Dude, who's a player like? I mean, in SA we have a lot of trash talk between players. You know, like, we got to see that social media caught up PSL permanent shit show of just tagging each other as trash and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty funny, but like, for other people to check, it's like, whoa, these guys are real assholes. Like, I know PSL people have such a weird opinion about him, like, oh, the skeptical, this and that. But he talked to me, he's like the nicest guy ever, dude. Like, my first ever rage I went to, him and the Bravado team was there. He sat there speaking to me for like 15 minutes, explaining this, explaining that, just chatting with me. On Steam, he always replies and stuff, even when I was like a nobody. I'm still a nobody.
Yeah.
I'm not anybody, guys, seriously.
But like, a celebrity, like, he got a free like pass EXDEE, guys.
Oh, dude,
he has a Twitter account, guys. And
Twitter drama, dude, it makes you popular.
Yeah, dude. I also got one because he told the person to give me one, so they gave me one as well. Like, he's a celebrity, guys. At least he had EGE.
But yeah, man, like, I mean, we get a bit carried away for like we don't know. So like, there's a lot of funny stuff that goes on between like SA Dota and like the close circle.
Yeah.
Who is that one person you have just like trash talk? Like, I can come on here and say, you know, Rock Lee is the shittest player I've ever seen. I hate the guy. He's absolute trash because he's like, out of all the players, like, you know, my closest buddy, other than my brother in like players.
I mean, after the Twitter drama, that's gotta be Muzzy, dude.
Oh, Muzzy.
Like, I mean, come on.
Dude, he's gonna flame you on Twitter for saying this, dude.
Dude, he can flame me all he wants, dude. Like, that Twitter drama was like one of the stupidest things ever. It wasted so much time of so many people. And it's this massive distraction right before Masters. Like, SA Dota did not need that.
Oh, dude. That was my claim to fame, dude. Muzzy's my hero, dude. Oh, that was hilarious.
Yeah, otherwise, like, I don't know, Hunter's cooling down with his trash look now, but I must say, it's getting a bit more classy, dude. It's getting a bit more classy.
You really believe that, dude?
It's getting classy.
Or is that what you just tell yourself, dude?
I tell myself that every day.
Dude, if I bring Energy Esports and we be sitting here, you think you'd say the same thing, dude?
I tell them that, dude. Like, Energy is the best because they understand, like, trash talk. Like,
Yeah.
The thing is, as soon as you take trash talk too seriously, it stops becoming fun.
You just gotta have like a disclaimer, right? If you're screaming and your Hunter's on the team, just be like, guys, it's Hunter. I mean, a lot of people know this by now.
Ian understands that. Like, he can type anything he wants in the orchard. He can type easy game, ruffle, stomp, trash dogs, all that other stuff. Like, Energy understands that. But as soon as you like face a team like Sinister 5, Sinister 5 Bash, but like they start all chatting us and they're taking like aggressive, like they're trying to get personal and stuff, like and then I mean it just creates a toxic environment that we don't need. Like,
yeah, dude. Hunter's the only one allowed to be toxic in SA.
But I mean, people understand when Hunter trash talks. Like, if you take it too seriously, you're not seeing it correctly, dude. Like, it's just fun and games. He doesn't mean anything seriously.
Yeah, dude. I mean, he's got a, like, you know, everybody has their own paradigm of how they see the world and this and that, right?
Yeah.
You know, but like Hunters, you can't comprehend. It's like, if I see black, he sees like Rainbow Nation, unicorns jumping, this, that. You know, like, you look at this wall and we see two different things. That's just Hunter. He's just a unique person. He's my hero, dude. I wanted to write a blog about him after the last Masters line.
I mean, like, having someone like that in the team, like, it makes us the team that picks Meepo or Gordon.
Yeah.
Okay, the first pick Meepo was a mistake. Honestly, I think we could have pulled it off. Like, against any other team but XDC or WRG. Okay? But not against XDC. They were ready for it. Like, I don't know, when Survivor and Pit Lord. Like, since when has XDC played Pit Lord? Like, we were not expecting that, right? But yeah, like, I mean, playing heroes like Awkward and Meepo, it's so toxic to play against. Those heroes can solo win games, so.
It's true. It makes it different. Like, and people picking heroes like that, even though there's a lot of counters and whatever to Meepo, it just makes people's mindset change. Like, okay, how do we beat the Meepo? And it's actually the rest of the team they're involved as well, you know what I mean? Yeah, Meepo strats. Meepo is like a 1v9 hero though. Like, look at DC. People first ban Meepo against Arbed. I mean, first banning it, like, there's 100 counters in the game, but he's just so good on the hero.
Arbed, you ban it, dude. Like, the guy farms the fastest ever on that hero. Like, and he does 1v5. He doesn't matter what you pick.
Yeah, dude.
Because when you're sheeped up, it doesn't matter what you are, what you counter, like, you're dead.
Very, very true, man. Good stuff, dude. Good stuff, dude. You're looking tired there, dude. You're tired of talking to me.
No, dude, I'm just tired of life, dude. Getting last place in Masters, dude.
Dude. At least it's not Fury that stood up anymore. You've gone past that.
I'm gonna pass that stage, dude, but I'm still gonna get stood up a lot more, dude. Like, it's coming back, dude. No, joking, dude.
Dude. Getting stood up is not a nice thing, dude. That's just immoral, dude.
No, dude, I'm actually super chill with it right now.
Okay.
Like, I'm not phased by that stuff anymore, dude. It's just the Dota Twitter drama that gets to me, dude.
Oh, dude, yeah. And you know, the shameless guys who jump on the hype train and make videos about it and stuff.
Exactly,
those guys are the worst.
Trying to capitalize off it, dude.
Oh my
just
god.
Just fueling the fire, you know.
Fueling the fire, dude. Feels bad, man.
Like,
you know, we are teammates, but next Battle Cup we play together. It's either Reddit in our party or Hunter in our party. I'm not playing with both of them in the team again.
Guys, you gotta play Battle Cup with us. Like, I don't know. I think we gave Hunter like an ultra kill and an anti-mage or something. We're raffle stomping, and then like I think someone stole his rampage. For the next 10 minutes, all we can talk about is how someone stole his rampage, and like before we know it, the game is lost. And we're like, okay, like. Because, I don't know, like tier 7 we can raffle stomp if we actually try hard.
I mean,
to try hard in Battle Cup is hard.
I mean, I'm a scrub, and remember how we were playing in tier 7?
Yeah, dude.
This is the point we just decided, okay, now it's time to tilt and
Yeah.
throw it. It was like, I was so excited. I've never won a Battle Cup, man, because you can never be the
serious,
team that can
dude?
take it seriously enough.
The last time I think I won every single week. I had like 5 trophies lined up.
Yeah, in Team Constant, right? I remember Damien thought it was hot shit. Then he's like, oh, look at my Battle Cup trophies.
Yeah, dude. But right now I can't give up Battle Cup. Like when I see Battle Cup, I'm like,
telling
there's
you,
3 less ranked games I can queue.
Next Battle Cup, we need their companion points, by the way.
Yeah.
We just need to not invite Hunter to that party, and we can win the game. Or just not Hunter and Reddits in the same party. I think both of them alone are fine, but together they just argue the whole time. Unplayable.
That is true, but I think we must, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Like, just be a bit less toxic this time.
Yeah,
Maybe a
dude.
bit, dude. But
Let me tell you a story, dude. Like, I was stressed out, dude. Like, okay, first game, right? We're facing XTC.
Best of 1. XCC, I regard them right now as second best team in the country. We'll see the results later. Maybe Pulse beats them or something. I don't know. Like Pulse is I don't know what to do. I can't predict Pulse anymore.
Smack a god, dude.
Like the carry Pitlord, like Secret lost that game. I was thinking of doing it, but Secret lost the game, so I didn't do it. But like okay, so we're facing them. I'm stressed out a bit. Like I'm actually kind of calm and prepared.
Yeah.
But you see, I've put myself in like this mentality or whatever, and then I go on the PC and I try to log into my Steam account because DGR rules say that you have to be on your Steam account. Okay, and then it's like, oh yeah, so like I'm logging into my Steam account, and then it comes up there like your Steam verification code. So I log into my email. It's like MWeb. I have like an MWeb email that I got when I was 13 years old. Okay, I go on there and I'm not receiving any emails on this account.
Oh,
like I kid you not, like I have a Steam verification from 25th of May, but not for the event, so I can't get onto my account. So I'm panicking there, and like I asked Reddit, I need to ask Robert, can I please use the Smurf? I know it's against the rules, but just make an exception. It's like, yo, you can use the Smurf. I log in. I only have one Smurf account. I used it when I was 16 years old, and the name is Hentai Bood. So I log in, right? And this is pretty simple. All you got to do is change your name from Hentai Bood to Fury,
right.
And now you have an appropriate name that can be displayed on stream on a DJL event, on like a R1 million event, right? And I'm like, okay, whatever. So I change my name. I join the lobby. I look at TKC screen. It shows on my screen Fury. It shows on TKC screen Hentai Bood. How about seeing Hentai Bood? I'm panicking. I spent like 15 minutes logging out, relogging into Steam, and then we realized, no, TKC is in offline mode, which means that he's just saving the cache. So he was just saving the name. So we joined the lobby, like, Halbert just double checks, like he goes online, he's still seeing Hentai Bood. We're panicking, we're stressing balls. Like, I'm not even thinking about the draft, the game, anything. We load in, it's like, Joseph Fury. I'm like,
oh.
But like the worst is like, I'm like, my name doesn't change, and Robert's like, oh, what's your name? I'm like, I look at Robert Hart like in the eyes and I'm like, Hentai Bood. The guy, like, I've never seen a guy more cold. Like, the guy's facial expression doesn't even change. Robert is unfazed, and he's like, and I'm like, yo, that's inappropriate. And Robert said, yes. Like, Robert, no, like, Robert's a straight guy.
Dude,
I respect
that's
Robert.
hilarious, dude. It's like, I don't know if you follow tennis at all, but you know the tennis player Ivan Lendl?
No,
he's an old guy, right? But he was like one of the greats in tennis. Then he was coaching Andy Murray, right? And there was this meme about him. It shows like Murray wins, Murray loses, Murray dies, Murray this, Murray that, and his facial expression is the same blank thing every time. It's like, and that's how he is, dude. He's just got that one expression the whole time. It's ridiculous, dude. I mean, you know me, like I'm like high, low the whole time. And you just see a guy like that, I'm like, what is that even?
Yeah, I did.
Hilarious. Oh man. Fury, dude, this interview has actually been great, dude.
It's only been like a couple hours, dude.
Only been a couple of oh yeah, look at this flame, eh? Yes. I treat this guy so well, eh?
Yeah.
I make fun of him getting stood up all the time, and this is how he replays me.
Yeah.
Feels bad,
Dating
man.
advice both of us, dude.
Dude, Damien will take us
Yeah.
places, dude.
Guys, it's Rock Lee, like, he might have a girlfriend, but like, him and the vet, like, yo, they are like the two best, like, girlified people I've ever met in my life. They know how the whole scene works, how the mentality works both ways. They got
So,
it.
how far did the advice get you?
How far did they get me, dude? No idea. No idea.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh my word, dude.
Well, dude, Fury, thank you for doing this interview. Is anyone last words or anything you want to put out there to, SA Digital community, your mom, Hunter,
mother,
whatever you want to do?
okay. Like, hi friends and stuff that are watching. Doom Bunny, you were trash, but you're pretty good right now. Scarlet, you were also pretty garbage, but you're like really good right now. Like you're stepping it up, dude. Deppy, dude, I think you've actually like just dropped like a bit since the start of the year, dude. Like you were magic, dude. Like yo, dude, and now you're not that good. Adam, I must say, has improved. Like I thought Adam was just like straight down from the start of this year, but like I was watching him play earlier, and he does know what he's doing, dude. Like,
I don't know. A lot of people have mixed feelings about Adam, but I feel like he's one of the most consistent carriers.
he's consistent, dude. But the thing is, like, he would literally like most of the time just go AFK farm, not talk to his team, and that's why APG kicked him. Like,
that's what they say, yeah.
But now, like, when you look at him play, like, I find it very hard to believe that he's not communicating with XTC.
Yeah, dude, he plays so well with his team. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like, the thing with Addistam is, you know, if you put him in a lane and you zone that off lane, he's going to have 100 CS by 10 minutes. Doesn't matter what he's playing. He's going to farm that well. And when he transitions then, he's just ahead of the other carry, and it works really, really well for them. And it helps that they have, like, Deppy, a guy who can 1v1, toe-to-toe with any mid player in the country, minus maybe, like, Castaway. Pretty good. Yeah, so in your shout out, you decided to shout out to Team XTC.
Yeah, like, XTC is like...
Alright, dude.
That's the Dota I like to play, split push, farming Dota. They're not doing that much this tournament. They've changed it up, but like... I don't know, I missed like 3 years or 2 years ago when all you had to do was AFK farm. Like, that was fun. I like getting creeps too.
Oh, man. Seems good. Alright, so my closing message is, if you're a girl and you go out with Fury sometime, better fucking show up to that date. Thank you,
Jeez, like,
and
jeez,
goodbye, boys.
Thanks.